I have just walked away from a 30-year career. No salary, no safety nets. Just a family vineyard in one of the most unpredictable wine-growing climates in the world. This might be the best decision I've ever made. Or the worst. Welcome to Tamar Valley Vineyard Diaries. My name is Marcus Williams, and in February 2026, I made the biggest decision of my life. After more than 30 years in my career, including 2 decades at the UK's largest public aquarium, where I became curator, worked with a team of outstanding biologists, and also met my amazing wife, I walked away from the security of it all. Because for the past 10 years, my family has been building something special here. A small vineyard in the Tamar Valley, where Cornwall meets Devon. Now I'm taking a gamble, trying to turn it into a thriving vineyard in the unpredictable English climate. This channel follows that journey. The seasons, the setbacks, the wildlife, the hard work, and the dream of making great wine from this remarkable corner of the countryside. Welcome to Tamar Valley Vineyard Diaries. Welcome to a new Monday morning, albeit a dreary one. So yesterday's Eats Food Festival in Tavistock went really well. Not the best one we've ever done, but up there in the top 10 of all markets, I think, really. So took a good few pounds. Only problem is, when I went home and then did all the figures, I realised that we've already sold about a third of our red wine in the last 2 months. So it's not going to be long until that disappears. And then it made me think about the other wines as well, and I realised if we're not careful, maybe 2-3 months away, we are probably going to run out of, well, we'll go from 4 wines down to 1, which isn't very good for a vineyard and winery. So yeah, we might need to do something about that to make it last at least until the end of the summer, and then we'll worry about Christmas later on. What we really need to do is we need to focus on the wine by the glass in the winery and get this cheese and charcuterie thing started and stop talking about it. Anyway, today is just had to pop into Plymouth for a quick optician's appointment. Just crossed the border now in Cornwall, doing a delivery of some wines in the middle of nowhere. And then I'm going to pop in and see some people who've contacted me about, they said they want to plant a vineyard. So I don't know exactly what they want from me, but we'll go and have a cup of coffee and have a chat with them and see what happens. I'll be honest, I'm kind of running on empty at the moment. I'm not entirely sure when I was last had a day off. I could do with just kicking back, but I don't think this week is going to allow it. So but I just have to be very careful that I don't get too tired and stop making mistakes. Other than that, all good. Good morning, welcome to Tuesday, a little bit dreary, feeling a little bit bleh at the moment. I think the main part of that is the fact, the realisation that we're selling our wine quite quickly, and if we keep at this rate we're going to run out of quite a few wines by the end of the summer. But I suppose it's a good problem to have, that's why we have it. It's there to sell, and it's selling because it's good. First world problems, eh? So today we really need to get into the vineyard and do some crown thinning on the Madeleine, do some bud rubbing, but I'm not going out in this weather. So a bit of a tidy in the winery, going to do a bit of admin, going to go through the camera traps, take some photos off, see if Bambi's still nibbling the vines, and then try and pack away the last 500 bottles of the cider, try and make this place a bit presentable, tour at the end of the week. Yeah, it's only going to be a short week this week really. Going off to the Devon County show on Thursday. See all the shiny things that we can't afford to buy. Anyway, time to crack on. So my problem is I've got about 500 bottles of cider out there that need to be put away into the store here, and I don't have any empty bays. And I really don't want to start stacking it in crates because it's just making a mess. So what I'm going to do is I've got a traditional method sparkling cider here, which has only got, I don't know, maybe 100 bottles in there. And I've got underneath the packaging material here, I've got some of our sparkling wine which is aging. and that's maybe another 100-ish bottles. So what I'm going to try and do is amalgamate them into one. Now it's not too dangerous because the cider has all got corks in it, and the sparkling wine is still in the crown cap. So as long as I mark it up properly and put a barrier between it, it'll be okay. And then that'll free up a bay for the cider to go in. So that's a job for lunch, I think. Oh, big bag. So what we've got is stacking sparkling wine bottles is more difficult because of the shape of them, and something slipped here and everything's kind of moved, so that's a bit of a pain in the bum. Oh, I'm pushing my luck here. Right, 2023 Madeleine Angevine sparkling. I slept on the hillsides, days in the viewing rain, saw the horses they led in, and just when I was giving in, I stood and stared in wonder. So there we have it. 2 different drinks in the same bay. What could possibly go wrong? But anyway, it does mean that I'll free this one up now, so I can get the cider in there. Hoping I can get all of it in. It's going to be a bit of a squeeze, but we'll see. Under. Okay. 6 at 4. Another lovely day in the Tamar Valley, although the weather forecast is set to improve in a bit. Sun's coming in this afternoon and then it's going to be quite hot for the next few days. So in amongst the vines, eventually cracking on with this crown thinning in the Madeleine. As you can see, it's getting quite dense in there. So what I'm doing is I'm going in and I'm taking out certain shoots that basically free it all up, make it a bit more open so the wind can get through and dry the vines. Because when the vines can dry naturally, there's less need for me to spray then. What I'm trying not to do is I'm trying to pull out too much, because every time I pull out a shoot that's got fruit on it, obviously that's grapes, that can be turned into wine. But I do need to pull some out to free up the space. So what I'm doing initially is I'm just trying to find where the spurs are. I don't want to be pulling off any shoots off the spur. So I've got a cane there, I've got a cane there. And it's feeling quite difficult now, everything's growing. Can't quite find the spur that side. There's a spur that side. Oh, where are you? Bloody hell. Ah, it's around the back. Okay, I can see that then. So I don't want to be pulling stuff off the canes if I can help it. I don't want to be pulling stuff off the spurs. But I've got stuff like this in the middle. Yeah. The shoots which are quite short as well, and preferably ones that don't have any bunches on them. There you go. It just frees, it opens up a little bit. So ideally what we don't want is we don't want two shoots going up at the same spot. So what I'm doing is if I've got two shoots going up at the same spot, I'm trying to choose the dominant one and hopefully pick out one that's a bit weaker, or maybe doesn't have any fruit on it or as much fruit. Very misty morning today, and it's kind of scuppering my plans a little bit. So I had planned to come down here early and do a spray in the vines, but I can't do it with this mist. It's leaving too much moisture on the vines themselves, so I don't want to be spraying them for it to wash off. However, the weather forecast for today is pretty good. This should shift soon and it's going to be nice and warm, so it looks like I'll have to do a spray later in the day. I'd rather do it first thing or last thing because there's less people around, but you know, it's not the busiest part of the world, we'll be okay. So yeah, I go up to the winery, and the plan is today I've got to do a food hygiene course, because what we'd really like to be doing in the next week or so is start selling our cheese and charcuterie boards and trying to encourage more people to come down to the winery itself. And yeah, I don't want to do that unless I've got the right ticket in place. So back to school this morning. Module 1 of 10 done. I've already lost the will to live. Well, the internet connection is really shocking this morning. I don't know what that's to do with the cloud cover. We're running off a 4G network here, so it's pretty sporadic at times. So yeah, I think I should stop this, wasting my time. Finish it at home where I've got proper Wi-Fi. Not sure whether it's time to spray yet though. I think it might need to dry out a little bit. So have a little think. I'll find another job to do. So this is meant to be a little wine bar addition to the market stall. My initial plan was to build a whole new bar, but yeah, over time I've just kind of whittled that down. I just kind of think, yeah, little raised bit, all clad in front with the pallet wood I salvaged the other day. And yeah, I think it added a little bit of another dimension to it. Hopefully draw more people across to the market stall. I think what I'm going to do now, it's cleared up a little bit. It's drier, so I think I'm going to go and do my spray and then come back after lunch and finish that. So the reason for spraying today is because we've had quite a bit of moisture over the last few days, and we've got some very hot weather coming up over the next few days. So that is prime mildew weather. So we need to get in there, we need to spray. So with regard to the top of that, I managed to find this old door, or part of an old door, and you spin it over. That's almost a flat surface. So we'll cut this into shape and see how it looks. Oh, a little bit rough and ready, but I think that sums us up. Yeah, I can live with that. I'm very conscious when we do our stalls that it's just the same level down there at the table. It makes it look like we're doing church fete or something. It's yeah, I think it could look a bit more professional. So by doing a split level now, I'm hoping it'll be a bit more dynamic with the layout of all the bottles and what have you. And also there are some events where we want to be serving wine by the glass, and this looks like a bar now, so people actually expect to be served wine by the glass there. I'm quite happy with that, considering it's cost nothing. Bits of pallet wood, leftover bits of wood, leftover screws. You know, if it works as a concept, I can upgrade it, spend some money on it in the future, but we'll go with that now. Anyway, I've got Tavistock Farmers Market in the morning. Last one we did, very, very good. See how it goes tomorrow. Obviously the weather's nice. Yeah, I use my new little wine bar. And fingers crossed it's a good day. Saturday morning, which means Tavistock Farmers Market. A little bit of a detour. I'm heading back down to the winery first to go and grab some beer. I'm keen to see how it does on the new layout of the market stall with my little wine bar area. Wouldn't normally bother selling beer at the market, but obviously I'm keen to look at other sources of income at the moment to supplement the wine. And if there are no other beer vendors there, then yeah, let's give it a go and see what happens. Rondo. It's a German variety. Yeah, so it's also disease resistant. So it's popular down in the southwest because obviously we get quite warm and humid environments. So yeah, it's all about knowing which grape varieties do best in your climate. Yeah. I'd say yeah. So.
It is fairly strong.
Is that the same grape?
It's the same grape variety, yes. Yeah. There's him on the screen from the box. Lovely. That's all gone through.
Lovely job.
Thank you. Enjoy that.
So we might nap on the way home then.
I just,
Yesterday, in fact.
I think you can still try some. Oh, thank
would have
you.
been a little bit more than
Yeah. A little while, yeah.
Yeah, when people want to try rosés, if people are rosé drinkers, this might be a bit different from what they're used to. But this is quite a crisp one. It's almost made like a white wine, so you've got a lot of acidity in there. Oh, you go past me.
Yeah, can I make that 2 bottles? Sorry.
2 of the rosé.
Yes, please.
Yeah, no problem. I'm not going to argue.
Pain in the arse, sorry.
No, that's all right. It's funny, the rosé is quite popular today. Oh, can't tell. No idea why. Okay, there's your amount on the screen.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, that's the end of another Tavistock market, and yeah, another good one. I'm very happy with that. Lots of tourists around, and yeah, smashed my target again. Can't argue with that. Funnily enough, considering the weather, rosé was very popular today. I don't blame them. In fact, we're going to go and have a barbecue now down at the winery. Got some sausages and burgers from the butcher's store next door, and yeah, plenty of leftover wine to drink, so not a bad way to end the day, I think. Tomorrow we've got another tour. Only 4 people on at the moment. I am so surprised that we are not getting more people on the tour, especially considering the weather, but hey ho, you know, so far we've been going with very few people on the tours, but the average spend has been very good. If that happens again tomorrow, that's absolutely fine with me. So Sunday morning, possibly the hottest day of the year so far again. I thought I'd do some strimming because I'm an idiot. Anyway, just tidying up the entrance so it's a little bit tidy when people drive in, doesn't put them off too much, and yeah, Did a bit around the Solaris vines as well. So we've got a tour today. Whole 4 people. So we'll see how it goes. And yeah, it's going to be a hot week. Got the sister and family down now, so I'm not sure much work going to get done. However, I really do want to start opening up for wine by the glass and charcuterie and cheese. So we're ready to go now, I think. So I just need to push the button and advertise it. So I think I might go and do that now. As always, thanks for watching Tamar Valley Vineyard Diaries. Next time we'll be trying out the new wine bar edition, and we'll be in the vineyard, keeping on top of the growth during the heatwave, and as usual I'll be breaking something. If you'd like to find out more about Tamar Valley Vineyard or to try our wines, please follow the links in the description. Thank you very much and take care.